Hello, my name's Zoe. This is my channel, Autistic Nana. Welcome. I'm going to tell you about an injustice that I've felt for 49 years. But first, I need to do a little bit of scene setting. So here's a story about my sensory sensitivity to water. As long as I can remember, I have hated having water splashed on my face. I remember being a very young child in the bath and my mum washing my hair, and I have to hold a flannel over my face. To this day, I can't splash water on my face. I have to wash my face with a flannel or a face cloth, depending on what you want to call it. I can't stand in the shower and go straight under the shower. I have to stand with my back to the water and have the water hitting the back of my head so that I can keep my face out of the water. I also have to have a face flannel if I'm in the shower so that if I accidentally get splashed in the face, I can wipe my face. I have to have a face flannel next to me when I'm in the bath so that if I lay back and wash my hair and water accidentally gets in my face, I can wash my face. I don't drink water. I didn't drink water at all until I started Taekwondo when I was 30. And then I actually started drinking water at Taekwondo, but up until then I hadn't even drunk water. So yeah, I have a problem with water. When I was a kid, we used to be taken to an outdoor swimming pool for swimming lessons. I used to absolutely loathe it. I can't stand being cold. I can't stand being in cold water. I can't stand being in a swimming pool with other people splashing around me. It is absolutely a nightmare for me. And this story happened when I was 6, just before my 7th birthday. We went to Canada to stay with my uncle and aunt for month. We went for a whole month in 1976. And while we were there, my mum and dad let me go out in the garden on my own. And I now know that I was an undiagnosed autistic child and I liked to be on my own. So I was in the back garden. My uncle and auntie in Canada had a swimming pool in their back garden, and I thought it'd be a really fun idea to go up onto the deck and walk around the edge of the swimming pool. So the deck was all like a dark wood, and the edge of the swimming pool had like a white edge to it. And I just walked around the edge of this swimming pool, following it around, clearly because I was an undiagnosed autistic child and I thought that was a fun thing to do. A gust of wind came and blew me in. And to this day, I can remember all the water around my face. I can remember my dress floating up in front of my eyes. And I can remember thinking, I'm probably going to bounce back up and I'm going to have to grab the sides because I can't swim. And I bobbed up, grabbed the side, climbed out. I looked like a drowned rat. I was very upset. The water was cold. I was wet. My face was wet. I went into the house to tell my mum and dad that the wind blew me in the swimming pool. And they didn't believe me. They thought I'd jumped in the swimming pool, fully clothed. Now, this annoyed me because A, I don't lie, and B, I hate being wet. Why would I jump in the swimming pool in my clothes? And this bugged me for a long time. And then last year, I mentioned it when my mum was around, and she said, "Oh yeah, you mean that time you said you fell in the swimming pool?" And I was so annoyed by this. This is 49 years later now, and my mum still thinks I lied and I jumped into the swimming pool fully clothed on purpose when I couldn't swim. So there you go. This is how an injustice has followed me for 49 years. I hope you don't have any injustices that have haunted your life, but if you do, let me know in the comments. Thanks very much for listening, and goodbye.